you will learn economic structure.
This call is now being recorded.
Recent economic development and foreign trade of USA. Okay. Then economic structure of USA. The USA has the structure of the typical advanced economy, a manufacturing base which is shrinking relative to the service sector, and a small but very productive agricultural sector. Although its relative size has diminished in recent years, the USA is the leading economic power and the size of its economy is very big. GDP, gross domestic product of USA, totaled $7.6 trillion in 1996. This was 2.6 times the size of Japan's, 4.4 times the size of the Germany's, and the 6.9 times the size of the UK's. Although the volume of its exports and imports exceeds that of any other country, the value of the US's external sector as the percentage of its GDP is comparatively low. Exports and goods and services accounted just over 11% of GDP in 1996, far less than the European average of about 25%. The main economic indicators during the past years, I was telling you, listen. GDP at market prices, 1997, 8,318.0, 1998, 8,790, and 1999, 9,299 billion dollar. Then real GDP growth percentage, 4.4% in 1997, 4.4% in 1998, 4.2% in 1999. Consumer price inflation percentage, 2.3% in 1997, 1.6% in 1998, 2.2% in 1999. Okay. Then population, 268 million in 1997, 270.6 million in 1998, 273.1 million in 1999. Okay. Export of goods, $681.7 billion US dollar 1997, $672.2 billion dollar 1998, $685.3 billion dollar in 1999. That is the economic indicator of USA. Okay. Then recent economic development in USA, a combination of high interest rate, credit contraction by the banking system, and a slump in business confidence produced a mild recession in 1990 to 1991. In 1992, the economy began to recover largely through rapid growth in exports. The economy has remained strong ever since, particularly during the second half of the 1996 and the first half of the 1997. The consumer demand has remained consistently high since 1992. This is a remarkable achievement given the combination of slow growth in real wage and construction, in narrow money supply by the Federal Reserve since mid-1995. Consumer spending has been sustained by unprecedented level of consumer lending, in particular via high interest credit card balances. Record levels of consumer borrowing during 1994 and 1995 have resulted in record rates of personal bankruptcy in 1996 and 1997. Early in 1997, however, the financial sector began to cut back on leading to consumers, although the impact of this on total demand is not yet clear. Business investment, although characteristically volatile, has also been high during the 1990s, particularly during the mid-1990s. This is impressive given real interest rates in the USA above those in most other industrialist countries. Then, foreign trade of USA. Foreign trade of USA. The United States is the world's largest exporter and importer. Detail of its foreign trade during the past 5 years, I will telling you, listen now. Foreign trade of USA, merchandise exports $575.9 billion in 1995, $612.1 billion in 1996, $681.3 billion in 1997, $673.0 billion in 1998. ये है मर्चेंटाइज एक्सपोर्ट्स. देन मर्चेंटाइज इंपोर्ट्स बिलियन डॉलर में बोलेंगे 719.4 1995, 803.2 1996, 877.3 1997, 919.1 1998. Export of services 208.6 1995, 221.8, 1996, 258.3, 1997, and 263.7, 1998. Imports of services 140.4 in 1995, 148.5 in 1996. Okay, 170.5 in 1997, 181.1 in 1998. As will be observed, what myself telling the foreign trade, okay, of some years, 1995, 1996, 1997, and 1998. Exports and imports of United States kept on increasing during the above period. However, USA always faced trade deficits in its merchandise trade. Strong domestic demand and an overvalued dollar together caused in the deficit to grow from 36.5 billion in 1982 to $160 billion in 1987. The deficit began to come down in the late 1990s, 80s, and during the 1990 to 1991 recession, but has since risen again. Since the end of the 1990 and to 1991 recession, US demand for foreign goods has been stronger than the demand for US goods by the USA's major trading partners. By the USA major trading partners. Then principal commodities of foreign trade of USA, principal commodities of foreign trade of USA in 1999. Capital goods, $311.4 billion. Industrial supplies, $147.0 billion. Consumer goods, $80.8 billion. Automotive goods, $75.8 billion. Foods, feeds, and beverages, $45.5 billion. Okay, that is the principal commodities of foreign trade in USA. Then, main trading partners of USA in 1999. Main trading partner, Canada, Mexico, Japan, UK, Germany. Okay. Main origins of imports, Canada, Japan, Mexico, China, Germany. Okay. They are the main trading partners of USA. Then India's economic reforms. India's economic reforms. Despite the fact that India is far better placed than a number of countries in the world in terms of a large domestic market, a broad-based industrial infrastructure, a large pool of trading manpower, impressive entrepreneurs, and managerial skills, abundant supply of cheap labor, adequate natural resources, etc. It would not play the role of a global marketer because of its inward-looking economic management policies pursued for decades. At a time when the world trade expanded fast, India missed its export opportunities because of its excessive emphasis on import substitution. Sheltered markets and a controlled economy. The situation did not change until 1991, when the government took a bold decision to integrate the Indian economy with the world economy. Okay. The program included for reaching trade, physical, monetary, industrial policy measures with major trust on improvement of competitive efficiency of Indian industries by utilizing foreign investment and technology to a much greater degree than in the past. Basically, the objective of reform measures was to dismantle control of industry, external foreign trade and foreign investments, and to establish a element trust between the government and business and industries. The focus of the new policy is more on free play market forces instead of state control in determining the country's future economic growth and development. Further, for the first time, the government has come out in favor of outward-oriented trade, industrial policies, where export assumes prime importance. Okay. Then, Indo-US trade. Indo-US trade. United States is the leading exporter and importer in the world. As against India is a very insignificant trade player in the world market, accounting for only around 0.7% of the world export and imports. USA is India's largest trading partner. I am telling about the export and imports and trade balances. India's export to USA have been continuously growing. The exports have gone up from $3,994.87 million in 1993 to 1994 to $8,544.28 million in 1999 to 2000. Similarly, the imports have increased from $2,738.81 million in 1993 to 94 to $3,633.95 million in 1999 to 2000. 99 to 2000. The growth in exports have been faster than the growth in imports. India's trade balances in USA have been positive. The favorable trade balance has also increased from $1,256.06 million in 1993-1994 to $4,910.33 million in 1999 to 2000. 1990 to 2000. Then the India's trade with USA. India's trade in USA 1993 to 2000, 1993 to 2000. Export and imports 1993 to 1994, exports $3,994.87 million. ठीक है, imports 2,738.81. Balance of trade $1,256.06 million US dollar. 1994 to 1995, 5,022.8 export, 2,906.53 imports, balances 2,115.55. 1995 to 1996, 5,528.67 exports, imports 3,866, trade balances 1,661.69. 1996 to 97, 6,560.95 ये exports है. Then imports 3,689. Then trade balances 2,871.95. 1997 to 1998, 6,809.44 ये exports है. 3,721.36 ये imports. Trade balances 3,088.08. Then 1998 to 1999, 7,198.03, 3,639.37 ये exports. Trade balances 3,558.66 million dollar. 1999 to 2000, 8,554.28 exports, 3,633.95 imports, and 4,910.33 trade balances. Okay, then discussion करेंगे Indo-USA trade prospectus. Indo-USA trade prospectus. The Indo-US trade and economic cooperation received a significant boost in recent years. A number of factors have contributed to this trend. The economic liberalization measures initiated by the Government of India in June 1991, coupled with a high level of dialogues launched by the two governments, offer a wide range of opportunities for USA companies in the large and growing market of India. On the other hand, India can increase its exports substantially to the USA by adopting a viable export strategy. It may be worthwhile to mention that the government of India has eased imports controls on several high-tech items, capital goods, and intermediate inputs, lowered certain tax rates, streamlined the rules governing production during the recent past. These policies have helped bearing fruits and ensuring continuous growth. As mentioned earlier, for India, the United States has been the major trade partner, accounting for the largest share in the pharma's exports and imports over the years. The US has also been the foremost investor in India, as well as a major source of India's technology imports through absolute levels of trade and investments have remained relatively modest. Okay, then we go the next units. Okay, next units, that is unit 17. Unit 17. European Union and CIS countries. European Union and CIS countries. Okay. The European Union is one of the important player in the world economy. European Union is one of the important player in the world economy. It is also an important trading partner of India. Yes, while the European Union's importance arises not only from the fact that it is the single largest trading partner of India, but more importantly, from the fact that it throws up the challenges and opportunities of dealing with a regional economic grouping. Okay. Then Europeans trade relations with the third countries. European Union is an important contributor of the world trade. Okay. We discussed now Europeans trade relations with the major countries. Mediterranean countries. The European has entered into association or cooperation agreements with 12 Mediterranean countries, which provide for duty-free access in the US markets for the industrial products of most of the countries and tariff concession for some of agriculture items. Then second, Central and East European countries. Central and East European countries. 10 countries of Central and East European have signed Europe's agreements with the EU, European trade, which entitles the foreign countries for full membership of European Union, EU, European Union. Under the Europe Agreement, The Central and East European countries are associated status, which enables them to get free access for their industrial products in the European Union markets. Then third number is EFTA. EFTA, European Free Trade Area. EFTA. The European Union and the EFTA members, Iceland, Norway, and Liechtenstein have joined together to form the European Economic Area. Okay. EEA, which provides for free movement of goods, services, capital, and people between the two groupings. Next, SCP countries under the Loom Convention, European Union provides free entry to 99.5% of the items organizing in 70 countries of the African. Okay. Then European Union and Indian trade. European Union and India trade. India, not a significant trade partner of the European Union. Look at Annexure 1, which shows European Union trade with India. India's share in extra European Union's imports has been less than 1.5% during the 1990s. It may, however, be noted that the data provided contains imputed figure for the year 1993, when the membership of the Union was less than 15, and to that extent, comparison between 1998. Okay, previously we discussed. And the earlier year is subject to limitations. However, it can be safely maintained in India's share in extra European Union imports has been less than 2%. It will also be noted from European Union imports from ACP countries are excluded. India still remains a major supplier of European Union. India's status as the market for European Union products is no better, with the share of India's in extra European Union exports not exceeds 1.6% during 1993 to 1998. Among non-ACP countries also, India is not a major market for European Union products. Okay. Then commodity-wise analysis. Commodity-wise analysis. Commodity. The first commodity, that is diamond. Write down. Diamond. The second most important group of imports from India is presented by pearls, precious and semi-precious stones, and the share of country in extra European Union's exports of among third countries, mainly from China, Iran, and Morocco. In the case of woolen carpets, and China and Turkey. In the case of silk carpets, moreover, Belgium within the Union has a strong carpet industry, followed by the Netherlands and Germany. Ultra-European Union exports of carpets are 2 times extra-European Union imports. The rise in incomes in European Unions consequent to greater integration is expected to lead to increased demand for carpets. A more prosperous Europe will also mean increased competition from third countries, not only from the present major suppliers, but also from other countries such as Pakistan and Afghanistan. The India carpet industry should gear itself up to face the challenge by diversifying in favor of not only higher unit value items, but also of new and exclusive designs, which are likely to be demanded in future. Okay, then second items, that is coffee, tea, spices. Coffee, tea, and spices. Imports of this group of items from third countries grew significantly between 1996 to 1998. Though imports from India in terms of current value have grown by much as 1994, 94.6 million. The share of India in extra European Union's imports has declined during the period. The main items that are imported from India by European Unions in this group includes coffee, tea, and paper, while Europe is depend on outside world, particularly developing countries, for meeting particularly its entire requirements in these items. Kenya and some of other ACP countries have staved off their exports of all the 3 items in recent years. They have also availed of the financial support provided by the European Unions for development of production, stabilization of export earnings in these products. Then third one, marine products. Write down, marine products. This is one group of items which should cause concern for India. There has been more than 50% decline in India's share in extra European Union exports of items, falling under the group of during 1996 to 1998, and by as much as 57 million ECU in terms of current value, notwithstanding more than 2 billion ECU growth in the Union's imports from third countries. The major items exported by India to the Union in this group, it's frozen shrimps. The seafoods market in Europe has grown substantially in recent years, and the competition for India in this sector comes mainly from Norway, Iceland, Poland, Russia, USA, Canada, Chile, Argentina, and Thailand. Okay, then edible fruits and nuts. European Union's extra imports and exports from India, as well as India's share in extra European Union's imports, have all remained more and less stagnant between 1996 to 1998. SU kernel in India's main item in this group, and in this item, India holds monopoly share in United Unions imports from third countries. Okay. Then engineering goods. European Union's imports of engineering goods from India are not significant. Boilers, machinery, parts. In this single largest group of engineering items imported from India. In this group of items, the share of India in extra European Union's imports was not only a marked 0.3% during the 1998. This share has declined between 1996 and 1998. And in terms of value also, imports from India have dropped by 46 million ECU during the period. Then, organic chemicals. This is another segment where India has not been able to take full advantages of growing imports in the European Unions, notwithstanding the more than 4 billion ECU growth in the value of European Union's imports of organic chemicals from third countries between 1996 to 1998. India has remained in managerial contributor to the huge import market imports from India in terms of value have growth by just about 100 million ECU during the period. Then man-made staple fabrics. This is another group where India has not been able to make full advantage of European Union's growing market for third country supplies. Though imports of man-made staple fabrics from India into the European Union have grown between 1996 to 1998. Okay, imports from the third countries have grown faster, leading to marginal decline in India's share in extra European Union's imports. Then Rex. This is a group of items where India's performance in the European Union markets has been creditable. Imports from India grew from European Union's 322 million in 1996 to ECU 31.7 million during 1998. Okay. Then India CIS trade. India CIS trade, which was of the order of rupees 13,500 crores per year during 1996 to 1997 and 1997 to 1998 declined sharply by more Indian half during 1998-1999, mainly due to steep fall in India's import from the region. As a result, India, which was running a huge trade deficit during the first 2 years, registered a surplus during 1998 to 1999. Okay, we are discussed now the India CIS overall trade. 96 to 97, exports from India 3,200 crore, imports into India 10,328, trade balance is negative 7,128. 97 to 98, 97 to 98, exports from India 3,671, imports into India 10,143, minus trade balance 6,472. 98 to 99, export from India 3,479, import into India 2,829, ये है प्लस ट्रेड बैलेंस, ठीक है, इधर 645 crores positive. Okay, then we discussed next chapter, that is next chapter, Japan and foreign trade. Chapter number 18, Japan and foreign trade. Okay.
Hello sir.
Okay.
Sir सुबुनी किछि
सुबुनी आता मो फोटो टा मो बंद कर दो चला क्लोज माय फोटो देन यू लिसन. Okay. Economic structure of Japan.
Hello sir. Sir सुबुनी किछि
ओके ओके, कुछ भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है, किसी भी सुबह नहीं
तो सुनाई दे रहा उसका नेटवर्क स्लो होगा.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
सुनाई दे रहा है सर.
यूनिट 18
सुनो सुनो समस्ते सुनो, जदि आमे गोटे दिन मोर प्रॉब्लम थिला क्लास बंद हो गला, काली जदि आमे 3टा रु 4टा करिबा तमे माने समस्त अवेलेबल होबो तो 3टा रु 4टा.
यस सर.
Hello sir.
यस सर. यस सर.
Hello sir.
3 to 4 PM. हां
Sir सुबुनी किछि
हम कहते क्लास जो बंद हो गला सही क्लास टर हमें क्लास करथांते तुमरो हैला कि नहीं, तेणु तुमरो जदि हमें 3 PM टू 4 PM करिबा तुमर किछि प्रॉब्लम अछि कि रीजनल ऑफिस सहित मु कथा है कि
नो सर, नो सर किछि प्रॉब्लम नाही.
बस बस ठीक अछि. ताले जदि हैला मु तुमको 3टा पूर्वरु तुमको मु लिंक पठेबी हैला.
सर आपण को व्हाट्सएप नंबर दियो ना.
ओके सर.
हेलो बसंत सर. लक्ष्मी सर. अरे सेम लिंक रे लिंक पठा दरकार नहीं हैला.
हां सेम लिंक रे ही परिबो तो.
ହଁ ହଁ
ହଁ ସେମ୍ ଲିଙ୍କରେ କାଲି 3ଟା ବେଳେ କରିବେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଲା 3ଟାରୁ 4ଟା କରିଦେବେ ଆଉ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ହଉ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଯେହେତୁ ଶୁଭୁ ନାହିଁ ନେଟୱାର୍କ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ଅଛି ହଁ काली 3 ରୁ 4ଟା ओके साउंड आ रहा है तो क्लोज कर रहा हूँ ओके बाय
हेलो सर। सर कुछ भी सुना ही नहीं होगा।
ସାର୍ ଲିପି
हेलो सर। सर କିଛି ଶୁଭୁନି।
ଆରେ ସାର୍ ଲେଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲେ ଶୁଭିବ କଣ?
हेलो